Queen Elizabeth II is ironically the second longest reigning monarch in world history. And to be fair, the longest actively serving monarch. Because, even though King Louis XIV has Queen Elizabeth beat by 2 years, his reign started at 4 years old. Elizabeth became queen at age 26 in 1952. She was 96 years, 4 months, and 18 days old when she passed. This makes her the oldest monarch ever. So, let's do some fun maths with the amount of time she spent as queen. And yes, I said maths with an S on purpose. After all, that's the way the British say it on the telly. I'll try to use some British terms, but without getting gobby. Because I'm British, can you tell by my accent? Queen Elizabeth reigned for 25,770 days, or 73.2% of her life. That's 618,480 hours as Elizabeth II by the grace of God, of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, and of her other realms and territories, Queen, Head of the Commonwealth, Defender of the Faith. And yeah, that is her official title, all of that stuff I just said. Which is very ream. But for the sake of time, we'll just refer to her as Queen Elizabeth, or Queenie. Queen Elizabeth liked to drive quite a bit, and was an ace mechanic in her own right. But because she was minted, and the one whose name they were given in, she never needed a driver's license, or a passport for that matter. Since she loved to drive, and could fix the car if it broke. Let's say she spent her entire reign driving 60 miles per hour around the world. Minus any repair time. And because we know she wouldn't faff around, the car would have over 37 million miles on it. And she would have circled the globe 1,490 times. If she decided to walk instead of drive, minus some breaks for Rosie Lee, she would have walked over 1.2 million miles and 50 times around the world, Bob's your uncle. If she decided to skeeve off and go to Buckingham Palace to watch the telly, she could have watched both Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones about 5,000 times each during her reign. Or something closer to home, all 39 seasons of Doctor Who, about 2,000 times. Any road, thank goodness she did not spend her 73 years as head of state for multiple countries doing these things. Instead, she was a pucker queenie, and spent this time as a dignified stabling force in the world. Including being patron to over 500 charities, raising billions of quid, and helping heaps of people in need. Queen Elizabeth was quite extra if you ask me, but in a good way, not the insulting way kids use the word these days. I know many of us are gutted that she is gone, but looking back at the legacy of Queen Elizabeth, we can be inspired by her words and actions. Here is one of my favorites, where she is speaking on the nature of criticism.
But we are all part of the same fabric of our national society. And that scrutiny by one part of another can be just as effective if it is made with a touch of gentleness, good humour, and understanding.
Well, I'm off to Bedfordshire, thank you for watching, but here are a couple of other videos you may enjoy if you're up for it.